Hello everyone, I'm HanieB with HanieBCreations, and for today we are going to crochet an eye mask. This eye mask is my own crochet pattern. We're going to be using very basic stitches. Chain stitch, single crochet, and a double crochet. We're going to be using cotton yarn. We want to use cotton because it's going to be up against your eyes, so it's good to have a very soft fabric or yarn. I'm going to start with this one, which I think might look nice. This is Potpourri. Here's the information. So for this pattern, we're going to be using a 5.0 crochet hook. Place your loop over the main strand. Ride your hook through. And get started with a chain of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to then single crochet into each one of the chains. Just drop right in and start to single crochet. Notice where I'm placing the hook. Under. Okay. Now at this point we're going to chain 1. And we're going to turn. Okay, and now I'm just going to explain to you quickly what we're going to do. We're going to change it up to a double crochet, and we're going to double crochet all the way down to the end here. And then at the end, we're going to just continue around, but we're going to chain 2 and come back around. So I'll show you what we're going to do. I'll demonstrate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's exactly what we want. Chain 2, 1, 2. Now come back over here. We're going to do a slip stitch into this single crochet right here. Okay, that's giving us 2 spaces to work in on the side here. Okay, we're going to chain 1 and double crochet into the next 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is a little different on this side because this was the side that we worked the chain and the single crochet. So we're going to have to work it just a little bit differently, but not too much. Just as long as you have a place to place your hook, you're fine. It'll come out just fine. So double crochet, and since I designed my own patterns, I can do whatever I want. It makes it easier to explain sharing it through a video, because I guess I break a lot of rules when it comes to my designs, but hey, you know, that's how new ideas are formulated and new stitches come to fruition. So okay, so that should be 8. You chain 2 here. You see how it's starting to look? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then do the same thing. So yeah, so it's 2 on this side as well. 1, 2, and we're going to slip stitch into the center space. Since we don't have, you know, we're just going to go right into the center. Like that. So we're going to do a chain 1 here. And then we're going to do 2 single crochets right here. 1 and 2. 2 single crochets, and then we're going to go single crochet around. When we get to the end, so we're going to do 2 single crochets. So we did 1, and we're going to do 1 more. So 2 single crochets, and 2 here, 2 here, and then just work right on into those chain stitches. Another single crochet, I lost a portion of my recording while I was crocheting, and I'm not exactly sure where it left off, so I'm just kind of going to explain what I did. So I was crocheting 2 single crochets in the corner, and then we're going around with a single crochet, and this is all into the the last row of double crochets. Then we get to the end and we've crocheted now into the, we crocheted 2 chains on the ends. So I've gone into the one, and now I'm going to change the color. So all I'm going to do is place my hook into the very next stitch there, which is a single crochet. I'm going to grab my second color, which I choose lavender, which is also the same brand of Sugar and Cream cotton, 100% cotton. What you do is place your hook in, wrap the new color around the hook, and pull it through like that. And then just continue on. Now at the corner, just as it starts to make its way around, you're going to do 2 single crochets, and then just keep working all the way around. Two single crochets in the corner and around. Two in the corner. And we fasten off. Okay, there's one. Now we're going to make a second one exactly the same, following the exact same pattern. After you make 2 of these, I'll show you how to attach them. So I'm going to allow you to make your second, following the video exactly as we just did, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to proceed. Okay, I just happen to have a second one, and now what we're going to do is make sure that they fit together exactly the same on both sides. Okay, because if we turn it this way, we get one side is just a little bit wider, so you want to make sure they match up. We're going to be joining the narrow sides in together, so you're going to make sure you have both narrow sides together, and we're going to just place one on top of the other, and then just in these 2 center stitches here, it's all we're going to do. I'm going to work the hook through one and through the other like that, taking the lavender, the outside color that you choose, Make sure you have a long tail so you can work that in. Okay, and just pull the yarn through and then do a chain 1, in the same stitch single crochet, and then in the second stitch or single crochet we're gonna do another single crochet like that, just 2. So now we're just gonna create a long tail, cut that yarn, and just pull it through, and we'll weave that in later. Okay, now the next step is going to be attaching our chain to the back of the eye mask. This is the head strap. So this is going to be this will actually be an individual choice as to how many chains you actually do. I tend to make them smaller so that it's tight around my head. But that, again, that's an individual choice. It's going to depend on you and or who you make this for. So I would say if you're going to make it for somebody and you're really not sure how it will fit or how long to make the head strap in the back, I would say just attach and chain 2 like ropes of chains of 50 on each side or 60 on each side or whatever, and then just the person can just tie it behind their head when they put it on. Placing the hook into one of the chains, pulling the second color of yarn through like that, and then just start chaining. We'll work this in later. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What you'll want to consider is making the chain tighter, so that, because it'll probably stretch a little bit, so you probably want to make it so that when it goes around your head it's kind of tight. But either way, even if it loosens a little bit, it still works. It still stays on your eyes at night. Another thing that you could do is weave in like an elastic. They make like elastic thread, and you can just weave the elastic thread through here with it, and that'll give it some pull. Once you make your chain, you just come over to the other side. I don't know if I did that so fast without even thinking. You're going to want to attach it in the center, like center of the eye mask on each side. Into the chain, and just slip stitch it through, and then you would cut the yarn. And this process is called fastening off for those of you who are new to crochet. So you cut the yarn and you pull the yarn out, and that would be considered fastening off. Now, because it's just attach with a slip stitch, you can't just leave it that way. You have to now take your, this is a yarn needle because it has a big eye at the back, and this is used to weave in your yarn. And so you just weave in the yarn. Now I have a part 2 video which I am going to place up, and that is for sewing a cotton lining to the back, which I will then show you how to do. You don't have to do it, it just makes the eye mask more complete. And also, if you use this on your eyes, you're going to wake up with crochet marks on your eyes. So it's better to line it with a cotton fabric, and that's what will be in part 2 video. But it's not necessary if you don't want to do that. Okay, so this concludes our eye mask part 1 tutorial. Here I have my fake glass dummy. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around her eyes so you guys can see. I will have the link for part 2 on how to line it in the description box below. If you like this video and you want to see more crochet videos, please give a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. I am going to be doing private crochet videos for subscribers only. So that will be all set up through my blog. And so as a subscriber, you will have access to all of my crochet videos, because I'm going to be making them private. Like I said, just for the subscribers, because it takes a lot of work to do a crochet video, and so I want to make sure that I'm not just producing crochet videos and taking my time for people that aren't really that interested in it. So if you really want to if you really are interested in crochet and you want to access it, you'll have to become a subscriber. The crochet videos that I have up now may or may not be included. I may end up making those private videos for subscribers only, and we'll just have to see how it goes. But thank you so much for watching. I certainly appreciate you guys, and I look forward to having you around as a subscriber. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day.